Fourth position. He's the lead truck of those.
Oh, this is about ready to be where the shopping cart wheel falls off the 88 truck. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and his momentum now is going to start to slow up so much that the lap times are just going to go completely through the roof.
Zane Smith trying to get around the 88 as well.
That's pretty impressive. We didn't hear of any speeding penalties or any problems on pit road with the money stop that I talked about.
The 24 of Jack Wood speeding for the rookie. So he's the only one, but you're right, Mike. Well done by the drivers. No penalties for the crews.
Hocevar was 6 seconds up when the green flag pit stop started. Right now he's got about 4 over Priest, so lost a little bit, but still a good solid stop.
Jimmy Hill got a pit.
Here comes Matt Craften.
They finally committed to pitting. Again, it was that losing so much momentum, and that's where I've always told my crew chiefs, if we're undecided, it's when we're going to be stuck in traffic.
And as soon as you see that traffic, you have your crew chief bring you to pit road, have the spotter say, all right, it's getting thick out there. We better bail on this.
Yeah, we're going to lose a ton now on track. Just bring us on in now.
Hocevar re-inheriting the lead.
Stuck in a little bit of traffic here, but these the trucks now, these are getting tougher and tougher to put a lap down.
Less than 30 to go with almost a 3.5 second lead over Ryan Priest. It's interesting for Hocevar, who's been out front tonight, 28 laps. I mean, coming into this race, he had led 55 at Bristol on the dirt, but as far as the pavement tracks are concerned, this is the most he has been out front tonight, which a little bit surprising because he has been so good, been runner-up a couple of times this year.
This is a statement by this team. These Motorsports is saying, we've got fast trucks everywhere. You talked about his speed on the dirt. Here we are in the mile-and-a-half Charlotte, and I'm telling you, Carson is driving that thing. It's been loose all night long. We saw him take the lead sideways, so he's committed, doing a great job. Just needs to hold it together for 27 laps, and that's one race car driver that's saying, no caution. Let's run this thing out.
Well, I think it's interesting, Mike, because he told me earlier today, he said, I think we've got the speed, but we just haven't put it all together on the right night. And he said, if we put all elements together, I think we can win. I'm confident we can. And, well, it seems to be happening here tonight as we approach 25 to go.
I mean, that's what I'm seeing. He's wheeling it, too. Like, that truck is yawed out. He's on the loose side of things. And again, it's a matter of everything coming together, like you're saying, Vince, as far as every element. And then, but a guy named Chastain shows up and helps you dissect some of your practice situations and goes through it with you. It makes you smarter. It makes you stronger.
Yeah, what an advantage it is for a team like East Motorsports to have a guy like Ross Chastain come down, run a handful of races, and evaluate their stuff.
And Carson Hocevar to say, thank you, Ross. I appreciate the information, and I took and used it, and I beat you.
I love it when a plan comes together. Let's just keep it going. It's got 24 to go.
Yeah, I was going to say, nice showing by Nice tonight with Hocevar and Chastain running first and third. You see him there on the screen. Ryan Priest squeezed in between, 4 seconds behind the leader.
You know, when I was really impressed, I talk a lot about how tenacious and talented I think Carson is. They stayed out on old tires at Bristol last fall, and he was able to hang onto that truck and finish in the top 5. But it was a challenge because the tires were some 40, 50 laps older than the guys he was racing, but he hung in there. You get that done on old tires at Bristol, that shows a lot of talent.
Yeah, you see that at certain tracks, certain drivers, and that combo, you know, shaping up well. And I remember a guy named Regan Smith was able to work some magic in the Southern 500 and win Darlington one year. It can all come together if you make sure you make that right call.
But I tell you, the last few laps, you see that 4-second lead for Hocevar over Priest. The fastest truck on the track has been Chastain and Priest. And the crew chief, the team, they're noticing that. And that's when you start scratching your head. What if the caution flies? You know, can we hold these guys off? That cushion is lovely right now. But like I said a bit ago, you're just hoping if you're the leader that the race stays clean and green to the checker.
Well, thinking the same thing. Like, he is wheeling the heck out of it. And it's like, hang on, bud. You got more than a 4-second lead. Just start to pull in race management here.
Camping World 20 to go.
Jimmy
That's me, Hocebar. That's me right there, Mr. Evel Knievel.
19 seconds ahead of second place. And I'm like, no. Oh, wait.
Something more than second place.
We got the Benedetto
First
on pace
place
with it?
some
Oh, man.
more.
Hocevar certainly hopes
Matt
not,
Benedetto.
but
We have a
right front we're being
right
told
front.
for De
That's what I was saying,
Benedetto.
because you see it dragging.
That's unfortunate because Matty D had really had a good
First place
run tonight. Was 8th at the time.
I can't catch a break. I mean, there's no doubt.
It's like he's off-roading.
Yeah. The bumps over on this end are a little smoother, but there's just 3 times as many bumps over in 3 and 4.
Is it as bad as it looks, or is that just the visor and the helmet is moving around and accentuates it a little bit more?
No, the head is doing all that, Vince. That's why, I mean, yes, it's as bad as it looks. You just somehow get used to it, huh?
I don't know. I feel like I'm rattling my brain watching. I'm going to go down there and check his seat cushioning. Make sure we got the right seat
Give
cushioning.
you a concussion just watching.
That is rough.
Zane Smith and Ty Majeski, well, those two have raced around one another a lot tonight. That's for the 7th spot.
Yeah, they've been glued together no matter what stage it's been.
And there's Brandon.
And here's Kyle wheeling it with probably an older truck. So it's very gracious of the team owner to give the new stuff to the guys that are running full time.
I'd say what they have learned with that full truck from Nemechek has been encouraging as Kyle is able to secure that pass. There's a look at Nemechek. Anytime you bring a new truck out or a new car in your situation at the cup level and it runs top 5, you've got to be pretty pleased with it.
Yeah, that shows you everybody at the shop is finding the right things to pull the rope in the same direction. Anytime you roll out something new and you're running top 5 and have a chance to win, it's like, all right, check all those boxes.
At the very front is Carson Hocevar.
Like, he's in a different zip code now, and hopefully it's not as loose as what we were watching earlier for Hocevar, but man, the way that he and Priest set the tone from that beginning part of the stage 3, I mean, they have checked out, and we're talking about how Zane Smith
With this organization and 5 trucks tonight, and
let's celebrate the men and women that work on those trucks. This is a major accomplishment. We've talked about the dominance of Kyle Busch Motorsports on the mile and a half. We talk a lot about the teams that run up front week in and week out, and here they are going toe-to-toe and beating them on a tough racetrack where you have to have every part of the puzzle, Vince. Got to have aerodynamics, engineering, it's all got to be there, and they've got it all put together tonight. And you got a smart driver. I like not challenging Kobe Hart for this spot right now. We don't need it.
Yeah, if your lead is building, just roll right where you are and put your truck in a nice stable spot, and he's running right in the middle of the racetrack.
for 10, Ben Rhodes taking that spot from Derek Kraus.
What about that recovery for the 99? We talked about him being back in 20th position, stayed out, won a stage, and now he's been able to pass all those trucks that he... Oh, no.
The caution is out with 4 to go.
The whammy. There's this whammy thing I was talking about.
The 0-2 of Jesse Little, the 16 of Tyler Ankrum.
All right, well, we've seen guys hold off other competitors in tougher situations. We
Shootout, they'll give them the green flag for this restart, and if the leader comes around and takes the white flag, the next flag, whether it's the checkers or the caution, will end the race. But if we get a caution prior to the leader taking the white, we'll re-rack them and do it again. So these teams that are coming to pit road are putting scuffs on and hoping that maybe that gives them a little bit of an advantage to run toward the front.
A couple laps to go. Colder tires. That should give them a little bit better handling. We'll see if it works out.
Finish. Oh, you betcha. It's coming your way when we return to Charlotte.
Produced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our fans for your support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
5 laps remaining, and then
Lottery
contact
200.
between Jesse Little and Tyler Ankrum brought out have the poise to finish the job. Carson Hocevar on the inside, Ryan Preece on the outside. NASCAR overtime.
also have the Chastain, but there was what I was talking about. Nemechek might go through one. No, look at this. Eckes through the middle.
With a big push on the back of Priest.
Chastain's got to try to keep up. His truck's loose. It's not there. Here's the outside lane. Oh, they're both
Contact
together.
between Hocevar and Preece. Now Chastain coming to the back bumper of his teammate.
He did help him, didn't he? 3 and 4 is going to be wild. He's got big damage. I told you.
Oh, and around they go. Hocevar
Yeah,
is around,
tire
and the
down.
caution is out.
That is such a heartbreak. And look at this. I mean, where did Eckes end up? He's back in third. Chastain's up there in the lead. And we have a damaged Hocevar.
Oh, such a shame.
We're all devastated for it.
What a heartbreaker.
You know, and you called it, Kurt. Ross Chastain did everything he could to help his teammate. Gave him that big push down the back. But we know how loose Ross is, or excuse me, that Hocevar has been all night long.
Yes, it is so difficult to get these tires to refire.
Zane Smith, maybe all in the top 3 for this restart. Top 3 rows.
Are you saying Kyle Busch is in a position to win this race, Ben?
I think I am saying that, yes.
I think you might be exactly right.
Oh man, that's
Oh, what a heartbreak.
again a tough one. But you're right. This is almost like a re-rack. You're hanging out, and you're at the bar and pool table. You got all the different balls. It's just another re-rack. And he left.
Watch
no
this
doubt.
shit.
That's
Kyle Busch gonna be
the
starting
lane
up for
I
the
would have
front.
gone in, and so I hope Hocevar
I know.
sees
They
this
didn't.
as
I was
a
about to say
lesson.
probably
I
going
mean,
into
it's a
that.
heartbreaker. It's devastating. But there's things you have to learn from making mistakes, and I think he'll apply that next time.
How about Hocevar's teammate Ross Chastain, who will now be the lead vehicle, Regan?
Vince, you guys talked about controlling that restart on the outside lane, and that's exactly what Ross Chastain said. He said, I want to be on the outside of their door so that I can control what that truck inside of me is doing and be the one to make them get loose. He learned from that previous
Check will be behind Chastain. Grant Infinger is behind Eckes. NASCAR overtime number 2.
See how this goes. There's trucks everywhere. I don't know which one to even look
We
at
gonna
right
wreck.
now, but Chastain is getting a huge push.
Eckes
3
hanging
wide back
on
there. They're gonna wreck back
inside.
there.
There's Kyle up there. Oh, he's getting checked up. Is Zane going to fill the hole? No. Let's look at this. What's wrong with Chastain?
Still side by side.
He's loose.
I mean, he's trying to feel if he's got a flat right rear or what, but he is right there in the middle where I would want to be, and he's not pulling away.
Infinger in third. Nemechek has dropped back now. Nemechek into the inside for that third spot.
I mean, the leaders see the outlets.
The white flag.
Yeah, something's
is out.
wrong with
This is the
Chastain. You
final lap.
see he's kind of
Nemechek to the bottom,
wiggling.
to the lead. Wow, what a move by John Hunter.
Huge.
And now Chastain on the outside as Eckes floats back.
That's a huge draft down the back. But what's it going to do?
Big push from Infinger to Chastain to put him out front.
Chastain gonna win it, boys.
Chastain.
The Watermelon Man. I told you.
Chastain
Watermelon
will
Man all the
win
way.
His 4th Truck Series race.
There is something wrong with that truck. It's like down a cylinder. There's something wrong with that 41, and he was still able to pull it off. Like he could not pull away.
I wonder if a lug nut's loose. If the lug nut's loose, then he's gonna be disqualified. That's the only thing.
First truck win with you, and my first truck win with you.
How about that? Carson Hocevar, heartbreak, but the victory stays in the Nice Motorsports family as Ross Chastain scores his 4th career Camping World Truck Series win.
See, that rear tire is kind of
I mean, that
bouncy.
was impressive. I haven't driven the trucks in a long time, but if the leader is that draggy and you have
Let's see
to
what
have
happens
the
here.
draft, you have to choose the outside lane because that's where guys are going to go to push it. And Infinger, we hadn't talked about him all night. Came up there and took away second.
That is incredible. Only led 4 laps tonight, including the last lap pass. Well, I thought Nemechek had it. Nemechek there on the bottom, jumped out front, and all of a sudden Chastain got a great push from Infinger on the outside.
And Zane Smith off turn 2 looked like he was running 100 miles an hour faster than the field. But he just couldn't do anything with it.
The draft is that intense with these trucks. That's pretty wild.
Cody Efaw, the crew chief, Eric Holmes, the spotter. Job well done, and a little congratulatory meeting between teammates Carson Hocevar and Ross Chastain.
Hocevar did hang on to 16th spot. It wasn't just a total devastating finish.
I've got to believe, though, it feels pretty devastating right now.
It is. It is a heartbreaker.
For sure.
But there he is as a nice guy to congratulate a teammate.
We had a fun night, didn't we?
Wow, what a night. What a performance.
The Watermelon
Nice
Man.
Motorsports win tonight.
Where's the watermelon at?
Carson Hocevar led the most laps. didn't get the much sought-after win, but his teammate, Ross Chastain, does climb atop the truck to celebrate.
Where's the much sought-after watermelon?
I was just saying, hang on, somebody got to be bringing a
Somebody
watermelon.
got to be running this way now.
Maybe he'll throw the helmet down.
What a great job by Ross Chastain.
Regan Smith, how about that winner?
Ross Chastain and
There's that watermelon.
For Worldwide Express to support me, to support Dean Thompson, first of all, get into the sport, realize to support me and other trucks at Nice, to support Trackhouse Racing. They're going to support other drivers. They are the best shipping company nobody knows about, and you're going to hear about them a lot. But this is the Georgia watermelon, so I want everybody to know that. We're officially going into Georgia season, so I'm ready to bust it, Regan.
I think you need to absolutely go for it. Let's see the watermelon smash, Ross.
Great kid, great family. I went and visited the watermelon farm down in Florida, and yes, it's a little hot down in Florida. Now we got a Georgia one.
Who would have thought smashing a watermelon would be such a cool thing?
The old comedian Gallagher, wasn't he bust him out with the sledgehammer? I mean, Ross kind of drives like that. He just brings out the sledgehammer and shows everybody how it's done.
Well, you've got
Come here.
Regan. You better eat it, Regan. Yeah, they take a bite of that. Yeah. The thrill of victory for Ross Chastain and the agony of defeat for Carson Hocevar.
Yeah, guys, and Carson Hocevar led a whole bunch of laps, but that late caution cost him out here tonight. As you can see, he's emotional as he's embracing with his team right now. And Carson, how do you put into words what happened out there tonight?
A dumbass move by myself. I mean, that's it. I mean, it just sucks. I mean, I tried really hard and tried too hard. I didn't get a good restart and just tried too hard. I tried to wash them up and I just crashed myself. But I feel like a sis crying, but I mean, it's all I've ever wanted to do. But
He'll get there, man.
I'm sure as hell gonna eat watermelon in victory lane though.
Thanks for your time, Carson.
You'll get there, man.
And that
Don't
was
be so hard on yourself.
Hocevar when he got out of the truck, so frustrated.
Get loose underneath you. But overall, your race truck's so incredibly fast all night long. What more did you need to chase him down before that final restart?
I just want to focus on that final restart, or that restart him and I drove side by side. All you kids watching right now, wanting to get to this level, don't do that. Race with respect. Don't wreck the guy on the outside of you trying to win your first race. It doesn't get you anywhere. All I'm going to say is thank you, racechoice.com, for putting me in this truck, because I race for a living, and if I don't run good, I don't make a lot of money. So I'm pissed right now. We got 2 more races to try and go have some good runs, but that's just stupid. It's just really stupid. Don't be like that.
I mean, I can see exactly what Ryan Preece is thinking too. I mean, but Hocevar's was a heartbreak. But Preece, like, yes, you want to be raised clean, but sometimes it's just not going to go down that way. I'm with you, Preece. I hear it. Like, you were there. You were going to win that race on the outside, and the kid stepped out. The kid's got big emotions, and he's trying to win a race.
Well, he stepped out in turns 1 and 2 and got a little bit loose, and then 3 and 4 just finished him off. So certainly understand the frustration of Ryan Preece, but also understand how close Carson Hocevar was to winning his first NASCAR race.
Well, and Hocevar owned up to it. I mean, he said he made a mistake. I mean, it's
Take to get that out there.
A lot of scrapping on the track and pit road. So I really wanted to give this win for a longtime supporter of mine. Rick Evelet's lost his wife Karin to cancer earlier this week. So I really wanted to give this one for her. And within another lap, I think I could have got to Ross, but he probably would have tried sucking me around or whatever. So in my book, he owes me one. My buddy Ross does. But man, I'm proud of these GMS guys. Everybody on this Champion Power Equipment Chevrolet is they've been kicked in the teeth quite a bit this year. But man, they've worked so hard. There's never been so much effort put on a vehicle I've driven in my entire life, and I'm so proud of that.
The Chevy
and
finished
we're getting
1-2.
there. We're getting there. So proud of this effort, and we'll keep going and have something to win with the Gateway.
Second place finish for Grant Enfinger.
You know, remember at the beginning of the race tonight, Enfinger, we had his onboard radio, and he said, if we've got a winning truck, let's win. If we've got a 10th place truck, let's
Love
finish
y'all. I'm
seventh.
Randall.
He obviously didn't have
We'll
a
see
winning
you guys
truck
in the
tonight,
next
but he came away
video.
second.
Yeah, and that's just experience
Hopefully so.
and the knowledge of what it takes to be
This
successful
was
in the truck
NASCAR
series. He's been
Truck
around a while. He
Series
knows not to overdo it.
for the Lottery
great
200.
job tonight by Grant Enfinger and that whole team.
You're
And you
it.
see there, Carson Hocevar congratulating his teammate Ross Chastain, and Ross trying to cheer up